Carnes Crossroads in Goose Creek isn't your average neighborhood. It's a master plan community where things just feel intentional. From the classic low-country architecture to the walkable layouts, the parks, and even a working farm right in the middle of it all. If you're looking for an upscale neighborhood in the heart of the Summerville, Goose Creek area that blends charm, convenience, and a real sense of community, this might be exactly what you're searching for, especially at this price point. Now, Carnes Crossroads is a master plan community in Goose Creek, South Carolina that is quickly becoming a staple in the city. It spans 2,300 acres in size and has a unique identity as an agrihood. Now, if you haven't heard of this term before, don't worry, you're not alone. An agrihood is defined as a type of planned community that integrates agriculture, like working farms or community gardens, into a residential neighborhood. These types of communities have become increasingly popular, and for good reason. It's no secret that the quality of our food has degraded over the last decade, and with more people getting serious about what they eat and how it affects them and their family, neighborhoods like this are starting to gain real momentum across the country. Carnes Crossroads stands out because it offers a solution to this problem with an 11-acre farm and a community garden right in the heart of the neighborhood. Now, I think it's important to make a distinction that Carnes Crossroads isn't a straight rural farm, but instead a gorgeous master planned neighborhood that features a farm. I've literally had clients buy homes here having no idea about its unique agricultural themes. Development here started in 2013 by the Daniel Island Development Company, who, as the name suggests, literally designed Daniel Island as we know it. And if you don't know what Daniel Island is, it might be the most thoughtfully planned and intentional community in all of Charleston. Now, in Carnes Crossroads, Lennar and Freehold communities came in as co-owners, and they have a large impact on the community's active development. Visually, this neighborhood stands out, featuring homes with coastal-inspired architecture and higher quality finishes, giving it that upscale look. It's one of the nicest neighborhoods in Summerville or Goose Creek, in my opinion. Think tall, grand homes with an abundance of porches and pastel-colored siding. There are a lot of great builders in Carnes Crossroads, including Lennar, Toll Brothers, Eastwood Homes, and David Weekley Builders. Currently, there are just over 1,500 homes in the community, with plans to build around 300 new homes every single year. Once it's fully built out, it's expected to have around 5,000 homes, which is comparable to the sizes of Nexton or Cane Bay. We're just not there yet. But the fact that it's only in its infancy is great because you can find newer construction, if not new construction homes. All of Carnes Crossroads is actually incorporated in the city of Goose Creek. However, it has a Summerville address. I know this can be confusing. Carnes Crossroads is technically in Goose Creek, but the U.S. Postal Service assigns it a Summerville address because of the 29486 zip code spans both cities. It's a common mix-up in areas where postal codes and city boundaries don't actually line up, but it doesn't change who actually governs the community. Carnes Crossroads sits just off the intersection of St. James Avenue and North Main Street, right in between Goose Creek and Summerville. It's also in between Cane Bay Plantation to the north and Nexton to the west, which has some great benefits as well. Being this close to Cane Bay is convenient because it has more shopping and amenities than Carnes Crossroads currently offers, but that's changing in the next year or two. And Nexton Square is a huge draw because it's home to some of the most popular restaurants in all of Charleston, with the added benefit of being in one central location. Hall's Chop House, Fish's Biscuit, Taco Boy, Pukin's Porch, and Page's Oka Grill are all in Nexton Square, making it easy to enjoy some of the best food in all of Charleston. Another benefit of this community's location is that it's directly across the street from Roper Berkeley Hospital, which is a full-service facility. This offers a sense of security should you or your loved ones end up in an emergency situation. Carnes Crossroads is a convenient place to live if you land a job in Goose Creek or Summerville or North Charleston because it's close to I-26 and literally right next to St. James Avenue, which makes it really easy to travel for work. In fact, I have had clients who live in Carnes Crossroads that commute all the way to Mount Pleasant or Charleston itself just so that they can live in Carnes. And the reason why is for families, one of the biggest draws is Northwood Academy, which is a well-known private school which spans from pre-K to 12th grade. It's one of the most sought-after schools in all of the Charleston metro, and depending on where you live in Carnes Crossroads, it could be within walking distance from your home. I've actually had a client move from Nexton to Carnes Crossroads just to be closer to Northwood Academy. There's also a solid public K-8 school nearby for those not interested in private education for your kids. But seriously, the inclusion of a private school in this neighborhood should give you an indication that this is a higher class area, despite many of the homes actually being sub 500,000. Shifting gears a little bit, let's talk about home styles. Earlier I mentioned that the homes here have a more sophisticated look to them. This is because developers have strict architectural standards to maintain a cohesive and upscale look throughout the neighborhood. So practically, what does this even mean? Well, for one, the homes are grand. I don't know how else to describe it. They just have a really big footprint. They are tall and they're wide, and they have an abundance of porches with that coastal architecture that Charleston is known for. Not only do the homes have a polished look, but so do the streets and the shopping areas. There are over 40 different floor plans in this community with a ton of variety, making it easy for home buyers to find a style that they like. A lot of the homes feature large symmetrical windows and detailed trim work and coastal elements that give it a small town southern feel. Wide front porches are common here, and they give the home that classic low country charm. You'll also notice that a lot of the homes in this neighborhood have classy looking columns and large double porches. If you love the look of executive style homes with large double porches that extend across the entire length of the home, you can find them here. It's essentially a blend of executive style homes that became popular in the 1990s, minus the brick, with that classical Charleston style single family home. All of the homes in this neighborhood are built using hardy plank siding, which is a higher end building material that's more expensive because it's durable and built to last. It holds up well in the South Carolina heat and humidity and can last for 30 to 50 years with proper maintenance. It also mimics the look of real wood and can be painted a variety of colors, so it's versatile and still looks sharp. For home interiors, there's a ton of variety thanks to a wide range of floor plans, but some of the most common features are things like large dining rooms, gourmet kitchens, stainless steel appliances, and quartz countertops. Essentially, all the designer trends over the past 5 years are now in Carnes Crossroads. If you're into spacious bathrooms with walk-in showers and rain-style shower heads, you'll be happy to know that there are a ton of homes here that have those features. And for the warmer weather months, screened-in porches are a nice bonus because you get to enjoy the outdoors without having to deal with any of the bugs. So shifting gears a little bit, let's talk about home sizes and home prices. The median square footage for a home in this neighborhood is just over 2,500 square feet. That's pretty big for just the median size. Smaller homes are going to start around 1,400 square feet, and the largest ones can push even 4,300 square feet. As you can see from the numbers, the homes in this community tend to be larger, but there's still some great options if you're looking for something smaller that replicates the Charleston single-style home. For home prices, I pulled the last 12 months of sales data from our MLS when making this video just to keep it accurate. Smaller homes in Carnes Crossroads start around $380,000, and on the higher end, let's say 3,500 square feet and up, prices can easily push the $700,000 range, and the median sales price across the board is about $500,000. And while this price point is a little expensive for Goose Creek, it's worth it for people who share the values of this community has. For many folks, the homes here are actually less expensive than what they'd expect. You'd likely be paying much more if you had a similar style home in areas like Mount Pleasant or Charleston itself. And we haven't even talked about the best part, which is the amenities. Because Carnes Crossroads is actively being developed, some of the planned amenities are not yet finished, but the good news is that almost all of them are expected to finish in 2025. Without a doubt, the most important feature that is at the heart of the community, and that is the farm. To be an agri-hood that offers fresh food to a large number of residents, you would need a pretty large farm, and the one here is over 11 acres in size. It's a core part of what makes Carnes Crossroads an agri-hood. Managing a farm that serves this many people isn't easy. There's planting and harvesting and soil health to maintain, storage, and everything in between. To make sure it's done right, the community actually hired a dedicated farm director to oversee the entire operation. The farm is expected to have its first successful harvest in 2025, this year. Residents of Carnes can actually join a farm share program to get seasonal produce and herbs, and for those who want to get that hands-on experience, there's a community gardening area as well. The farm will also offer guided tours to help teach residents and tourists about sustainable agriculture, which is a pretty cool touch. As for what's coming soon, it's the lake house, new sports courts, and a resort-style pool are all expected to open this year. The lake house will be a 14-acre amenity center with a full wellness studio, offering yoga, meditation, fitness classes, along with top-of-the-line gym equipment. There's also going to be some comfortable lounge areas where you can work remotely or catch up with friends over coffee. Outside, the new pool will feature a large water slide and offer resort-style features as well. And close to the pool, you'll find tennis courts, pickleball courts, and even a basketball court. And that's on top of the amenities already in place. There are 9 miles of walking trails that wind through the neighborhood's natural spaces, plus 3 lakes that you can use for kayaking or fishing. Carnes also hosts a community farmers market every Friday, starting in April and it runs through October. And there's even a fenced dog park called the Boneyard, multiple playgrounds, and historic green barn with a second community pool. On the commercial side of Carnes Crossroads, there are 2 mixed-use areas, that is Windmill Station and the town. They both have brought in a variety of shops, services, and local businesses that make day-to-day life a lot more convenient, and there's some killer restaurants there too. Carnes Crossroads is one of the most unique master plan communities in all of Charleston, with its focus on agriculture offering an upscale living environment for its residents. With top-notch amenities and some of the best-looking homes in the area, it's an amazing place to call home. If you have any questions about Carnes Crossroads or any other neighborhood in Charleston for that matter, don't hesitate to reach out. As a top real estate team in Charleston, we want to earn your business and be your resource for real estate here in the Low Country. My contact information is always in the video description down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.